Brandon McManus about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On third down, Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. It's Eckler again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed
touchdown. Mike Williams. Touchdown number 8 right there. And the Chargers go coast to coast. Off with 6 points. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
A give, running right, Etienne. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Alert, alert, opposite. Kill.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Lawrence. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. Now they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And some room to run now. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Chargers come into this one still undefeated this deep in the year despite the one tie. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win,
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's second and 5 now from the 37. Handoff running left is Etienne. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert finding Williams once more. Complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards that.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A give, Eckler running to the right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack, Lawrence. This is Butler making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Lawrence will throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And out of bounds right around the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Lawrence going to throw again. Open man, Butler complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is indeed good. They will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Trailing here in the first half still, but maybe Charles Allen help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try to bring this one back to even.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown. Austin Eckler from 6 yards away. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to Etienne to start things out. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Kenneth Murray in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Come on, dog! So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 82 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a 1st down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, then just take them one game at a time, right?
Yeah, they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun is Lawrence. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Lawrence. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Second and 4. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 14. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Again, it's Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 4 yards out. And the Jags are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. So there'll no doubt be a miracle comeback from here. But let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence will get that underneath ETN. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now Lawrence on first down. This one caught by Ridley. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
It's so much fun when you're able